Hi, and welcome back to the Composting Network channel. Today we're going to talk about bags, the green bags. At our facility, we come in contact with these bags all the time. And so we're going to talk about three main subjects. One will be the purpose of the bag. We'll talk about the type of bags, and we'll talk about the size of the bag. Whenever I do videos, I don't want to spend a long time wasting your time talking about personal things or this or that. What I want to do is get right to the point, and then you guys make up your mind on what you want to do. I appreciate everyone who subscribes to our channel. We also appreciate those who send us feedback so we'll know what the next subject will be about. Okay, let's get started. We're going to talk about the purpose of the bag. For our facility, the whole purpose of the bag from our perspective is to say we want to make sure that it gets from one location to the next in a biodegradable or friendly unenvironmental way. So you say, okay, I understand that. So you're saying from one point to the next. Yes. The purpose is also, remember, these bags they're not cheap bags. So if you're going to compost or if you're going to try to help the environment, don't you want to make sure that it goes from one place to the next that doesn't harm the environment? So if you're going to be into bags, my suggestion is make sure you got both connections. You can say, I'm doing this at home. So wherever it ends up at, I want to make sure it ends up in the right place. And that helps out a lot to remember that, to invest in bags on that purpose level. Now, let's talk about the type of bag, if that makes sense. The type of bags is important, but we find the key is quality. Durability. A lot of folks will have bags and the bags they'll break down quicker. And we know that happens a lot with folks, but here's something we can help you out with. A lot of time that happens because they don't quite work like garbage bags. These bags are actually set up to do one thing, is to get it from one place to the next and environmental friendly way, but they're not going to last forever, people, because also we eat differently. You try to put food into these bags that are room temperature. Another reason why sometimes these bags break down fast is because we put food in it that may be not at room temperature and begin to be too hot. The other reason is sometimes we put them inside of a container that has a lack of oxygen or too much oxygen, and the breakdown process starts to take place. So when that starts happening, it is starting to heat up. And so to avoid that, if you're going to use the little can and bring it outside to the big can, the recommendation is make sure you do that within a time period that will suffice with how you eat. So we suggest between 3 and 5 days, make sure this get empty. You can also empty it every 3 days, which is recommended as well. So think about it in that perspective. Another thing to know is, let's say you're using the small can. We recommend that if you're cracking your eggs or this or that, put a piece of paper towel out and then wrap it in the paper towel, then put it in. Because that paper actually allows the duration of how durable the bag will be even longer. So keep that in mind as well. Next, let's talk about the size of bag. Our recommendations is that if you're going to go with a 2-gallon container, use a 3-gallon bag. Applies with the big containers as well. Use a bigger bag, people. The bigger the bag is, the more space the food has to be able to go to, and it allows the food to just set when it begins to settle. So keep that in mind as well. That's important to note. Larger is better. The value of the bag is based on the purpose of it. That's our philosophy, because it's trying to get from one location to the next in a safe and an environmental friendly way. And so I hope this video was helpful. Please subscribe to our channel. Also, if you have any more questions for us, we will be shooting more videos to discuss just basic stuff about composting. You guys have a wonderful day.